Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Down. Jones. Oh, he's going to air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's Jones off the play fake.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 36, Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Drake. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jones now throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he'll let it. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
33-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. They'll find Everett there, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still fighting. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll run it. To run for it, the decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
from the gun, Jackson. Buying time, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Taylor. And some room to work. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards on the ground.
And the Seahawks first.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They run with Taylor. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Dolphins nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Jackson steps away to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check tight. Check tight.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Grover Stewart able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
2nd and goal.
Dancing to his left, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. But I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Julian Love. A 3-yard pickup.
Off play action. Jones.
At the 37-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jones.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
14-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jones now on 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here comes Amendola. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Dolphins 14. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And on the left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conley. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
On the tackle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He'll let this go deep. It got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Henry Ruggs, 93 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brought down back at the 21.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
The Dolphins 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
41. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this time, Allen will throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a dump off here complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake, Jones. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
No, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is going to wind up no good. Wide to the right. A rare miss for the veteran Vinatieri. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Vikings 7, Seahawks nothing.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run through with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
In punt formation.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
On the play. And a Viking.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play.
And facing a 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Seahawks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got Gordon open, completes it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be good. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Vikings.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
On the tackle. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
35 to Mike. Mike 35. Mike 35. 35.
From the gun, Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Vikings.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
14. Seahawks.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can... happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot at the time.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
16-yard line.
Here we go. Rock on, lady. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 35's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing Jones. And Amendola with a catch. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3-yard gain on the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Again, the
Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
And 5 on the Seahawks 22.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Complete.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line. Tonight's final score, Vikings 24, Seahawks nothing.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.